Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Hmm. Back again with my trusty sidekick. Now, I know. Okay, I'm just gonna stop the whole safety act. Reviewing Breath of the Wild. Yep. This was actually my first Zelda game that I actually owned. I played a couple games with like my friends as a kid, but I never actually like owned a Zelda game. And this is actually a really, really fun one. Like, I know a lot of people love this game, but like, I just it's fun. Like if you were to describe this game in one word, it's fun. Just like it's a game you can play for like hours and not get bored. There's a lot to do in this game. Even if you aren't into like the little mini dungeons, the shrines, the divine beasts, or the story, there's just like little just like little like Easter eggs all around that just keep you entertained. Uh, and like this game has problems in that story isn't that great, but that is kind of understandable, being as it's an open world game. You can go right to the final boss after you beat the Great Plateau. So, like, you don't even really need to do the story. But even so, like, when you actually do complete the story, it's not all that great. Like, all the interesting stuff, story-wise, kind of happened before the game started. Like champions and preparing to fight Ganon and all that. Also, Zelda as a character, she gets a lot of praise in this one for being the most like well developed. And like compared to like the first Zelda game where she said three things, and yeah, that's true. But I don't know, she came across as kind of like annoying, you know, like and the accent and for the voice actress of her, like it's not terrible, it's not great either. um, and another thing I gotta point out is Link, the main character, the guy we're playing as. So it wants you to feel for the champions, as they're supposed to be like your closest friends, but Link, he's kind of like the odd man out. Like you want to be a part of Nintendo wanting us to be part of this group, but we're actually just kind of like, we're just kind of over there. Hey Link, you're over there. You don't really talk at all. You just kind of stare. And like he does have some emotion. Like when it comes to Zelda, he has emotion, but like when it comes to like his childhood friend, the fish girl, Fish, a lot of memes about her. He doesn't really do a whole lot, which is but those are like my only gripes. Oh, also, God, raining in the game. All right, raining in this game is the worst thing ever. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I'm like, okay, there's a shrine right up this hill. I gotta climb up to get it. It starts raining. Like, well, all right, I guess I'm not moving for 10 minutes so it can clear up. I gotta take off all my armor and metal stuff because lightning and I want to get killed. And the shrines, a lot of them are great. Some of them suck though. Like Eventide, everyone loves Eventide, and it's great. It's great. Um, but there are also in the major test of strength. So right off the bat, like before I encountered any of the divine beasts, I already did like 3 major tests of strength. So then, and then after that, I got like another 3 minor tests of strength. So it's like, all right, well, these are super easy now, not even difficult. So the open world does kind of, is kind of bad in some aspects because you come across all the hard stuff and then you get a bunch of easy stuff like you're super overpowered, and not just because like weapons, just because like I'm better at the game. Besides the major test of strength that kicked my ass. So I died like 10 times. But after that, minor test of strength and even major tests of strength became super easy. Stasis, hit him a bunch, walk away. Stasis, hit him a bunch, walk away. There you go. That's kind of how it went. But that's really all it is for bad, and that's actually really, really good. Um, the good is the dungeons are still really creative. Like the shrines are, there's just such a variety to them. Some is combat, some's just a lot of them are really like puzzle based. It doesn't spell it out for you. A lot of them where I'm just like banging my head because I can't. I'm too dumb and I can't figure it out. Um, and it's just fun. Like even walking from one place to another, monsters. The art style is amazing. Combat is just fun. It's fun to send a guy flying 20 feet. Actually, I haven't even beaten the game yet. Like there's so much in it. I'm at like I just beat my 100th shrine, and I have defeated 2 divine beasts. I still have the Zoro domain, and I have the Gerudo. I already beat the Goron and Rudo divine beasts. And of course, I still have Ganon. I haven't done Ganon yet. Um, it just, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's just fun. It can be described as fun. And that's really, like, it's not super deep. It's Nintendo. You're not going to get, like, this big philosophy or anything. And that's fine. It doesn't need to. The story it gives is good. It's not the best, but it's good. And the open worldness and the just variety of the monsters, the side quests. A lot of the side quests are fetch quests, but the ones that aren't, or even the fetch quests actually have like a charm to them. Like the characters you meet in them are fun. They're interesting. They're kind of self-aware too. You know, and it's just fun. Like the Terrytown is just comedical. It's not too serious. It's just like, hey, get like 20 pounds of wood and you get like a little fun cutscene, and it's charm. It's got a charm to it, and that really makes up the game. And I mean the charm isn't all of it, but I feel like that is like the best part of it. Obviously the designs and like the amount of detail and work that went into it is also a thing that needs to be considered. But just the charm for like the characters and the world overall is what really makes this game. And I'm not really into the whole rating it part of it, but if I were to rate it, I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It's just a fun game. The graphics are great. Art style is great. A lot of people weren't too fond of it because it was like cartoonish, but I was okay with it. Twilight Princess is like on one end of the spectrum, and Wind Waker is on the other. Like Wind Waker, it's a very fun art style. But you can't take it too seriously when it wants to be serious. Twilight Princess, it's a little too dark and like moody of an atmosphere. So when it wants to be fun, so it's like a trade-off. I feel like this is pretty good in the middle. It's a very good middle ground. So that is pretty much my thoughts. Oh, and thank you to Stumped. He was the first person to ever comment on my videos, and hopefully I get more comments, and in the future. Thank you to him. Oh no, thank you. I couldn't find his name on. I couldn't find his comment on the video, but he offered to he said I should subscribe to this one guy to get a shout out. I'm not too into shout outs. I feel like I did subscribe to him. But shout outs aren't like a huge thing I'm worried about. It's just like for fun. But thank you again. And I hope you keep watching. And that is pretty much, I stutter a lot. So this is my thoughts on Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you like these game reviews, let me know if I should do more. Let me know what I can improve on. If there's anything else you'd like for me to review, please tell me in the comments below. And I will see you all later. Peace. Goodbye.